Hey guys, welcome to Two Beards Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Nick. Over here is Levi, and today we are finally drinking this beer.
Yeah, finally.
After
it's weeks.
It's of just putting it off. And it's not a bad beer, right?
I've never had it.
That's not true.
I don't think I've ever had it.
That's not true.
I think that's true. No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like, no.
I totally forgot about the plays that we drank it, and I was like, because I remember when I met you guys at Bellbreaker, this was like a month away from being released.
Oh gosh, yeah, and that was over a year ago.
Yeah,
well over.
Well over.
Yeah.
So I was thinking in my mind, I was like, and I never had it that year, so I was like, I've never had this beer, and then I was like, well, I guess we both had one of these beers.
Yeah, now. And it's been a few weeks, but
sure.
It's been a few weeks since we've been trying to do this on the podcast. And
and when I'm doing plays, I don't really think about the beer.
Oh, not at all. Yeah.
I'm just playing.
Absolutely, just kind of drinking beer. Doesn't really matter. Like the only time where I'm like actively thinking about a beer is if it's a really bad beer.
Yeah.
And then
true.
I'm like, oh fuck, like this is like ruining my game time now.
But we do, or at least I do, get to try one more thing today.
Mm.
The heck? Something.
Oh, okay. No, I smelled things.
Yeah.
And I was curious as to what I was smelling. I just figured you had made
Something.
Yeah, your dinner. Is this really what you feel is necessary with this beer?
No, just haven't had. So this is the spicy chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Haven't had them yet.
Shameless plug right here.
And haven't had them yet. And I was like, and because they were only released like a couple days ago or something.
Yeah, I remember seeing some for them.
And I was like, yo, we could do this on the podcast.
Fuck yeah.
Are they going to be good? I don't know.
I don't know.
Are they going to be good with this beer?
No
idea. But yeah. And then I got you an assortment of hot sauces.
Well, thank you.
Tangy barbecue, spicy buffalo,
That's a good one.
and then mighty hot sauce. I don't know what that is.
I'm quite curious about.
I read the ingredients. It is a vinegar based. So I assume it's also like a buffalo style, but I don't know.
Right. Mighty hot sauce.
Dude, this is...
It's in a black container. I can't even tell what it is.
Juicy.
Yeah, it is. I'm excited for all things right now.
This is a super haze boy. Lots of mango and hops.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Yeah, that is what I remember about the place. It looks like it's going to be a pure juice boy.
But it's hoppy.
It's hoppy. It's not super sweet.
Yeah, I like it.
It's good beer. I like it.
Definitely mango forward.
Yes. But like I guess I'm like tainted. Anytime I see mango in a beer now,
yeah,
I just think like pure hazy
mango. Eating a mango.
Exactly.
That's one thing I like about Bellbreaker is that they definitely lead with their hops.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't quite say, stone level, but
no, I would.
You would.
I think you always forget how hop forward Bellbreaker is.
I think you're probably right.
Because like we have this
every time with the Leota May.
Yeah, every time you're drinking, you're like, well, this is hoppier than I remember.
I'm like, Leota May is like my second or third favorite, and I try it, I'm like, nah, it's my favorite.
Yeah, because it's very like dank hop taste.
Yeah. Speaking of, I've not had a Leota May in a long time, and
I haven't either.
I really want one. All right, well,
do you have a fresh hop Leota May?
I'm gonna just dip it in here. Fresh hop Leota May, that would be bomb. Tell me they do that. That would make me so happy.
No idea. It gets spicier as it goes on. Because at first I ate it and I was like, man, it's not very spicy.
Yeah, now you feel it. Especially once it touches my uvula. I'm like, oh, that's a little spice on there. I have heard that most people are severely disappointed with these nuggets.
I actually am not at all.
I'm not disappointed at all, no.
I wish they were spicier.
Yep.
But they taste better than the normal nuggets.
Yes. I will definitely get these over the normal nuggets any day.
Yeah, I don't know what there's to be disappointed about them.
Well, if you compare these to Wendy's spicy chicken nuggets, I think Wendy's is a little better.
See, I just don't think I would.
Wouldn't compare them.
Yeah, because the nugget
breaded and battered.
style is totally different.
Breaded and then these are battered. It's way different.
Yeah, it's totally different.
No, absolutely.
But
I'm gonna dip right into the death sauce.
And the other thing is, I'm like okay with it being different because I'm like, it's McDonald's. It's not like if I wanted Wendy's spicy nuggets, I would get Wendy's spicy nuggets. Why do they have to be the same?
You know what you're getting into, yeah, with McDonald's nuggets. You know, it's the same.
Like these taste like a McDonald's nugget. So
Right.
I'm a fan. What's going on there?
That is delicious. That's not very vinegary. You should take a dip. That's really good.
This is the first time we've had food, right? Kind of.
On the podcast?
Yeah.
Is it?
We paired beer with sour straws.
Well, we did.
Sure.
We did the snacks episode with Johnny Utah, but we didn't eat on camera. I'm trying to think if we've ever eaten on camera. I don't think so.
Nah.
Not for you.
Nope.
A little too sweet.
It's a little mustardy.
Oh, really?
It's kind of like that
up front.
Like the Chinese mustard kind of taste.
I see what you mean. I'm down. Kind of horseradishy. Like a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, not for me.
Fair enough. I enjoy that a lot. That's a nice sauce.
I could see if you like that flavor.
Right.
It's good.
No,
it's not for me.
Horseradish? Love horseradish.
Yeah, because I saw the same thing with you. Like a lot of people, they're like,
right,
meh,
right,
not bad, it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm pro.
I'm for it. I agree with you. I'm getting these over the regular nuggets. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
absolutely. Now, does it pair with the beer? Have you taken a sip of the beer sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you down? Fair enough.
Definitely a plus for me.
That's nice. Yeah. That's very complimentary. I like that a lot. I don't think we've actually said what this beer is. I mean, everyone can see it and we've been talking about it, but it is Sesiones del Migrante Mango IPA. 5.9%. 30 Ibu.
Bellbreaker, like we already said. It's the brewery that makes it.
Do they say they do Simcoe, Citra, Laurel, or Yanni, depending on what you heard me say. Equinaut. Good stuff. Good stuff.
What?
I'm enjoying where like Simcoe I used to think as more of a filler.
Yeah.
I think I'm enjoying it more and more. Like the more that I realize that I'm having it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of then pick it out. It's nice.
So they say slight haze.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Taste, I kind of agree. Look, no, not so much. Really hazy.
Yeah.
Tropical fruit, citrus, pine on the hop dominant aroma.
100%.
You agreeing with the pine?
I mean, all of that, but yes.
Definitely hop dominant.
I agree with the pine, though. I think the pine is, like maybe I didn't think about it at first because I just thought hoppy and mango. But hearing pine, it's like, oh yeah, that's definitely in the mix.
Yeah, there was definitely like an earthiness. I was like,
right.
I didn't know. But yeah, pine is probably a good word to describe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. So far, I have not regretted updating to iOS 14.
Okay.
So far, allegedly, my computer backed up my phone to iCloud.
Mm-hmm.
My phone has yet to confirm that. iTunes is a load of dog shit. Fix your fucking shit. Get rid of iTunes. Make an Apple Music application.
It's true.
Make it good.
Make like Apple Phone Manager, so you can manage your phone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Apple Music.
Yeah.
There's no reason why. Like it used to make sense with the iPod.
And that's what it was designed for, right? It was designed for the iPod.
It was still ass, but it was designed for the iPod.
It at least worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
Now it's like I want a phone manager application of some sort.
Yeah.
And just put Apple Music separate. Like, there's no reason to combine it anymore.
Look at this. I love this. The phone has a watch application that manages everything about your watch in it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I need that on my computer for my phone. It's not hard. But so yesterday, I go to update and I'm like, okay, I'll do this on the computer because it should be faster to download the software on my computer rather than having my phone do it. And then I'll just install it on my phone. So it finishes downloading and I click install. And then iTunes throws this weird fucking shit at me where it's like, you have purchased items on your phone that you should, not have to, you should put on your computer. Continue or cancel. I'm like, continue? I don't want you to not update my phone. Like, continue?
Yep.
And then it throws up this little window and it just keeps like cycling through, loading, and it says that it's like searching for the update server or something. And then that window goes away, and then radio fucking silence, dude.
Yeah, I don't.
Nothing.
I don't have iTunes on my computer anymore because the other thing that iTunes does is this bidirectional sync, where it just seems like iTunes somehow determines what it's going to sync and what it's just going to delete.
Yep.
Like, there's no like source. Your phone's not the source. Your computer's not the source. It's just like, these things are getting rid of.
We'll get a little blend together and see what we come up with. Yeah, 100%. So I did that. I hit the sync button because I'm like, here we go. I'm like, okay, nothing bad happened. But
sure.
I'm like, I'll hit the sync button.
Not that you know of, anyways.
Correct. Not that I've noticed yet.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me hit the sync button because maybe that'll sync this purchased thing onto my computer. No, same fucking thing happened when I hit to install it then. So what I ended up doing is installing and downloading it just natively on my phone. And not only did it download it faster, but it actually installed the update. So fuck you, iTunes. Fix your shit, Apple. Pain in the ass. But yeah, I don't regret updating yet because nothing's broken yet. Love that. Nothing's missing that I know of. So we're doing fine.
I just don't trust it.
It's fair.
Never trust it.
That's fair. You got to wait a little while. I understand. It's fine.
We've had bad experiences.
I get that.
Both of us.
No, I'm not.
Didn't you one time, like, yeah, you got reset one time in your life.
No.
But it wasn't like a bad thing.
No. What you might be thinking of is like my last phone wouldn't back up to the iCloud. So when I got,
what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, so when I got this phone, I had to just start from scratch.
Got it. Okay.
Which, mind you, oh my God, it's so fucking annoying. When I first got the phone, I swear to God, it said, "Oh, backup completed. It's all good." I'm like, okay, cool. Now it's saying there's never ever been a backup, and I can't back it up because of insufficient space. Even though I've used less than half of a gig of the 5 gigs that I have.
Don't you just have to pay 99 cents for like 50 gigs?
No, I know, but my backup is less than a gig.
No, I'm not. I'm not making that argument. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, it's 99 cents for 50 gigs.
Yeah, you should do that.
Probably
$12 a year.
Probably, but like just to back up my phone, not really worth it to me. I kind of liked starting from scratch personally.
Then why are you worried about the backup not completing?
I don't know, because then I thought maybe for my next phone I will it fucking go from backup. I don't know, but now it's pissing me off so much that I'm like, fuck it, I'm going from scratch again.
So Apple should basically say, pay $1 a month for us to keep your backups.
And who knows it'll even work? That's my thing, right?
I know, but if Apple just came out and said that, then you can make the decision.
Yeah, exactly. Then I'll be like, all right. I probably would.
I might not. I don't
know.
But since they're telling you have 5 gigs, you theoretically could, but no.
Yeah. I should be able to.
Is it because the OS is bigger than 5 gigabytes and it just doesn't show?
That was my thought, and that would piss me the fuck off. I feel like there's a way that I can actually view that.
Yeah, that it's like you own the OS, so.
Just kidding. My phone now broke. First time. Okay, let's try that again. No. Okay. That's all right. Let's do it here. Nope. Okay.
Highly recommending that you update your iPhones like Nick does.
No. I just said I have not experienced an issue yet.
But now you have on podcast. That's glorious.
Podcast.
That's fantastic. It could not have gone better.
No, it couldn't honestly have. It's almost like it was planned, but I promise you it was not. I have used that search function multiple times since updating, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you told me already today, you're like, no issues.
Right. None. But I just mean like that wasn't like a thing that I haven't tried yet.
Yeah.
Like I've done that. Yeah. Fucking cunt.
Love that for you.
Love that. It is what it is. It'll work fine in a second. So fresh hop beers are rolling out, and I say that as a statement like one's already come out, so it's inevitable that everyone's gonna be like, hurry up.
Yeah, and last year it came out like 2 weeks earlier than everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. And so I just want you guys to wait. It's not a big deal. You don't have to be the first. You just got to be the best.
But you think too, like to come out with a beer.
Yeah.
Like a week ago.
Okay.
When did they start brewing? Like,
no, I know.
From like gathering hops to brewing, fermentation, like all that stuff, right?
They did say they grabbed them and threw them in the kettle that day. But still, it takes like 2-3 weeks like to get everything, done. You're looking at almost a month prior to now. Because they can the day we drank it. So
yeah.
But it's that's still like 3-4 weeks. It's crazy.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I have no interest in getting that beer again. We're talking about the 7 Seas.
Yeah.
What's it called? Yakima Valley
Fresh
Shop.
Yakima Valley Fresh Shop.
Last podcast episode was on it. I mean, like if we went to 7 Seas, which we won't.
Okay.
Maybe I'd get it there.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't really have an interest going to 7 Seas or like picking it up from a store.
Well, and I probably, because I get Johnny Utah's there. I'm just going to get Johnny Utah.
Even this, I prefer this.
I might get it over this. I don't know.
Like if you're not in a mango mood.
Yeah. Right. If I just want something a little beefier.
Okay. Leota May or Yakima Valley?
Leota May.
Yeah.
Leota May.
That's my point. Like, there's just so many things I could think of that I'm like, in the meantime.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, that's hands down the beer I'm getting.
It's just,
I think they changed it. I don't think they tell you anymore. They used to tell you where they're like, you only have 62 gigs available of your 64 because of all the, OS fucking requirements.
Yeah. Isn't it just an unfortunate, like you would think, like when would I get a normal IPA that I can get at any time, like a Leota May,
okay,
over a fresh hop in season?
Oh, I know.
It's just so unfortunate.
It's very sad. It's honestly ridiculous. And
I was hoping last year, not just with that, but like also the Celebration IPA, we were really disappointed in. We actually didn't have a great fresh hop selection last year.
Oh yeah, the Celebration we were. Yeah, I was trying to think. I'm like, wait, what's the Celebration? I totally forgot.
That one's in like November though.
Yeah. That one. I mean, it was good, but it was like nowhere near like the year before, where it was just amazing.
We had the Pertinier, the CSA, both we didn't like. I feel like there was a third one we didn't like. Not that we didn't have beers that we did like. We liked the 2 beers, had a fresh hop that we really liked. Obviously Lagunitas, and then there was the other Christmas fresh hop that we didn't find out about. Something Lion.
Oh no, that one we really liked.
Yeah, that one was really good.
Killer Lions
From
fresh hop. Double Mountain.
Yeah,
that one was great.
That one was delicious as well.
We didn't love the fresh hop Citra one from Fremont. We didn't love that one.
But we liked the other one.
Yeah, the Centennial Simcoe or something.
Something
like that. That one was fucking amazing. I think it's Citra Amarillo and then Centennial Simcoe. And the Centennial Simcoe was amazing.
And we thought we were going to like the other one more.
Yeah.
And we didn't.
No. It was like just watery, more watery, and it's not as great. Very thin body.
But So I think like last year was probably like 50-50. And then it just sucks like going right out of the gate again with a beer where like didn't have high expectations and we're still disappointed.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Still didn't have high expectations. Not stoked about it. I hope because last year they did 2, and we did like the second one better, right? Pretty sure.
Yes, the Hot Profit, was that what it was?
Yes, yeah, we liked that one better. Hopefully they do a similar thing. I would actually like to see them just do a different beer and like I don't know.
I think it's so funny because like before quarantine, like if we were going to a brewery, it was always like Seven Seas because we just especially before they switched up the Nomadic.
Beer? Oh yeah,
before they switched up the Nomadic, which was right around quarantine. It's like within like a month or 2.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
That was just where we went, and E9 we just didn't like.
It was fine, but it was like just only hazies, so we weren't about it.
And it was like in like January, February. Like the last time we went was my birthday in March.
Yeah.
And just hazies again.
Right.
And cold weather and hazies, not a fan of.
Not my favorite collection of items.
But now, and maybe that it's summer, it has something to do with it, but like now, we went to Seven Seas once to have a beer there. We just didn't.
There was like one beer where like, I guess I'll get this. You know, I think it was.
It comes out on pints like this weekend or the next or something.
Was it their? Fuck. What am I thinking of? No, it wasn't. It wasn't the hazy IPA, whatever the fuck the Willie Mays. It wasn't that, right? It was
but it was their hazy imperial because they've got rid of all the Willie Mays and everything. So I think it's like they just called it hazy imperial.
Yeah, but that's a new one.
Yes,
newer.
Yes,
right.
I just mean like, you know, they've gotten rid of Rude Parrot.
Yeah,
hazy or Willie Mays. Now there's just hazy IPA, Northwest IPA. So
yeah.
This one, I think there was their hazy imperial. It was fine.
Yeah, and it was a real hot day, so like the bottom quarter was like warm, and it was already pretty sweet, and so I was like warm, sweet liquid on a hot day is not what I want.
Outside.
Yeah, no.
On uncomfortable black tables.
And I get it, right? Like in theory, that's what you want, right? Like you want to be like, ooh, cool beer garden. We'll get to like chill outside in the weather and, you know, drink. But it's just, they just don't have the vibes. They got like a fucking fence around a couple tents.
Like a metal fence around, a couple of the, like not even tents, but whatever those things are called.
Like above the seating, you mean? Or are you talking about?
Well, I'm just like you walk into like the weird. I mean, I guess they're tents, but like I think there's a word.
Yeah, there's
like
a name.
like the soccer tent things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a name for them. I can't think of it. But and then they have like 2 sails that they have like above a table or 2, and so it's like there's really no shade to like get out of the sun if you want to.
And you're in like a industrial parking lot, like next to a couple factories.
Yeah,
which is like definitely like the Tacoma vibe, but it's not like obviously they didn't make it for like Seven Seas wasn't like creating a beer garden so they could like design this incredible experience, right? Like They were forced into it by the quarantine stuff, but like so I it's not so much detriment on them, but it's like I don't really have an interest.
No, me neither. And they also seem kind of anal about their procedures, which was another pretty big reason why like E9 is just chill, right? Like you don't feel pressured. Like, they have the rules.
Yeah.
But you don't feel pressured into everything.
But it's not like, here, let me walk you through our 15 rules and then I'm going to tell you where to sit.
Yeah, it's just fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is they like, oh, you can only sit here. You can't sit there. Where E9 is like, sit wherever you want. Those are the tables we have right now.
And they have and then the tables inside that are permanent, they have marked off where like no one can sit there.
Yeah.
And then That's it. And they're outside, have like markers where tables are set up. So that's it.
Yeah, right. Like they don't like cross out tables outside. They just only have the tables that you can sit at outside. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe being a little anal about it, but it's like it just don't have like a good fluid experience at Seven Seas recently.
It's just the experience is better.
Yeah,
at E9.
Right. So get some delicious pizza, and they switch up their beers very often, which is another thing that was disappointing about Seven Seas too. Right, like what they had there was the exact same thing they had at the beginning of quarantine months ago. There's not
other than the Hazy Imperial.
No, that was there. We just didn't,
was it?
Yeah, we just didn't have it on like a Pints episode yet.
Got it.
Yeah, so they just have had nothing different.
They're like, but we rebranded.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Really wish you would have just gotten rid of your old beers and came out with new beers and rebranded.
It was kind of annoying at E9 at first because they would switch it up, but it would just be like the same beer over and over again. But now they've like actually swapped like styles often and hop profiles often. Like now, like I don't know what switched, but in March we were just like we had like 4 or 5 beers, and it was just like we had the same beer every time.
Well, that was the thing. Yeah, it was, and you're talking specifically about hazy IPAs, where again, yeah, it's just most of the hazies that they were rocking and probably still do. They're just kind of the same beer, rebranded differently, and maybe have a slight different in taste, but they're all pretty much the same. Whereas now, even the hazies, right? Like I feel like we've had like a hazy or two recently where I'm like, oh, this is kind of different.
Well, now they list that it's hazy.
That's also nice.
Then they didn't.
They're IPA.
3 IPAs, and they're all hazy.
Fucking Russian roulette. Like, anything clear on that list? Because I'd like that, please.
So,
but yeah, well, and it's also like we're continuing to go there. And now, even when we do run into some repeats, then it's kind of forcing us to try new stuff too.
Yep.
Which
there's also new stuff.
Yeah.
Fairly often.
Exactly, which is great.
Whereas like Seven Seas, I don't know that they're outside of that Hazy Imperial. I don't know that we haven't had all of their beers.
I haven't seen anything new in the last 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Come on. You guys are brewing, right? I don't know.
Well, they had a fresh up.
Cool. Good job. You're the first one.
This podcast turned into hate Seven Seas, but I mean,
I like Seven Seas. You know, that's why we're shitting on them, because we're disappointed because we want them to be better.
Yep.
Because we know they can be.
Yeah.
And they have been. So, come on.
Who knows? Maybe post quarantine, step their game up.
Please.
Be back at it.
In 5 years, that would be great. That'll be cool in 5 years. Can't wait for that, man. Cheers to you guys. Yeah, I had a conversation with someone again about that. Thankfully, they were in agreement with me where they were like, so I'm just expected to wear a mask for the rest of my life? Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, I'm sorry, but everyone else just has to fucking deal with it and like figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, at some point it'll just go away.
That's the thing, right? There's going to be no reasoning. They're going to be like, and everything's normal.
Well, I just mean at some point people just won't.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, you're saying even if the government says you have to, everyone's going to be like, yeah, we're over this. No. Yeah.
Like, at some point, I mean, to me,
I've already reached that point.
I don't know a single person that is following any sort of quarantine protocol. Like, I think it's still like 5 people, like 5 close family, friends, or household members. And like, I don't know a single person that's under that.
No. And so the only people that I firsthand know that have had Corona were following all the rules. Like my parents, like, and they like, wore masks all the time, everywhere they went, even before it was like mandated they were. I mean, so it's like, and if they got it, and here I am not following the rules and I haven't got it, then,
I just think that at some point like there was panic and everyone followed the rules. And now we're at the stage where for the majority of people, there's no reason to panic, and that there's just acceptable risk levels for all of us.
Exactly.
And for some people, that's going to be not wearing masks.
Right. Well, and we were like, oh, what about the people at risk? It's like, well, then you have to make that decision to not fucking go anywhere. Like, if you're that afraid of getting it.
Especially in 2020 when there's so many options, right? Like, you can grocery shop online. You got DoorDash. Like,
yeah, there's so many options. You can do the, Walmart, or I think a lot of other places have it too. They just have like the pickup option where you don't even get out of your car. They come and fucking put that shit in your trunk for you.
Yep.
So, yeah, like I don't know. I think of it this way, like if my, like when I get married and my wife has someone in her family that's an alcoholic, I'm not going to not have alcohol at my wedding.
Yeah.
I'm not catering everything to that person, to that one person. Like, I'm sorry if you can't handle being there, then I'm sorry.
And it's not to say like if you went out to dinner with
that's totally
your family
different.
And they're like,
totally different.
And they're like, hey, we're not drinking when we go out to dinner as a family. You're like, okay, fair enough.
Totally fair. But when I'm having a huge party and inviting everyone,
you're not catering to a single person. And
and
it
it's
makes
not
sense to, like, if I was on the other side of that coin, I wouldn't. I'm like, don't cater everything you do in your life to me.
Yeah, that'd be obnoxious.
Yeah,
it's insane. And honestly, fuck that person if they have the opposite attitude of that.
Yep. What a fucking Karen.
Honestly. Oh my God, I'm allergic. You cannot. I don't know where I was going with that, but
I don't know either. But
you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
So yeah. It's good beer. I'm sad.
This beer.
I'm sad we can't just like go there. Do you know if they're closed?
I have no idea.
I don't know. No.
They're far though.
They are a little far.
So the other day,
okay,
I was like, man, I would love some fried rice right now.
Just to make sure.
You're really hoping there. You're like, I also want some fried rice right now. So go through the options, the DoorDash, seeing what's available, what's going on, what are the prices, what's it all looking like, Yeah. It's pretty much all priced the same. It's all like $11.95 for chicken fried rice.
Yep.
So
chicken.
Well, yeah. Chicken fried rice is the best. Okay. Now, I would say if you have a chicken and beef combo, that's where you live.
Now we're talking.
Elizabeth likes shrimp fried rice. Wrong.
Fucking gross.
Wrong.
That's gross.
Yeah. No. And one thing that bugs me about fried rice, never enough chicken.
No.
It's just, no.
Never.
And they never have an option to add more chicken. I want like a pound of chicken in my pound of fried rice. I want like equal amount of fried rice and chicken.
I'm with you.
Anyways, go through the ordering the fried rice.
Yep.
And there's an option for like $1.50 or $3 or something for like make spicy or add spice.
Ooh.
So I got a spicy chicken fried rice. And I was like, I don't know what this means. What do you mean spicy chicken fried rice?
Okay.
What do you think it means?
Like, so I have two options here. One is either the chicken is spicy in fried rice.
Yep.
Or the dish itself has some spices thrown in.
Yeah, but like what do you think of for like spices? Like what are you thinking?
Like red pepper is up there.
Okay. So maybe they just throw some red pepper in there.
Yeah. Use some chili.
I was thinking some like sriracha, right? Because like I'm getting it from like a teriyaki place, like I'm thinking like, I don't know about sriracha, but like something like that where it's like got some kind of spicy sauce on it that you can mix in.
Okay. That's definitely not, it wasn't even a thought for me, but
sure.
But okay. That's what you thought.
Yeah. That was one of my options.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I didn't know. I'm like, what does that mean?
Totally.
Spicy chicken fried rice.
Well, they charge for it, right? So it's probably not just seasoning.
Exactly.
That's a thought too, I guess.
So it just comes like orange.
Like all of it.
all of it's just orange.
So they tossed this shit. They got in there.
Yeah, and it was like it was almost, because I still don't know. It was almost like kind of curry like.
Interesting.
Kind of like, but not like Indian curry, like more
Thai spices.
Like, kind of like, but like Southeastern Asia spices, basically. Because it wasn't like, because a lot of Thai curry was like sweet and spicy. It wasn't.
But the sweet, the sweet's from like peanut butter or peanutty or coconut.
Yeah,
I'm talking like just like the Thai spices, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was like that. Oh man, it was so good.
Yeah,
I was just like, this is everything I wanted.
Hey, give him a plug. Where's it from?
I don't know. I don't like teriyaki places.
No, I'm with you. All of them around here suck.
I was like, man, I don't know about this, but they have spicy chicken curry, so I did it.
I hope this isn't this place, but John ordered when he was here.
Joy teriyaki.
Yep, I fucking hate Joy teriyaki.
Their spicy curry, though.
I will get their spicy curry rice.
Did not have enough chicken.
Fair.
So, caveat. But
the flavor.
Delicious.
All right. Okay.
Everything I wanted.
I'll go for that. The brother and I usually go for mandolin. Mm-hmm. They still, I personally want more meat.
Yeah,
but they definitely give the most amount of meat that
you've recommended that place a few times.
Yeah, they definitely give the most amount of meat that I've seen in fried rice before. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad with them.
But do they have a spicy fried
rice? They
rice?
don't have a spicy fried rice that I know of.
If you can get them on that train, you know?
Yeah, that's a good combo right there. But I'm not positive actually though. So
yeah, maybe
it's
maybe
possible. I don't know.
Elizabeth said this, and I kind of like agreed. I mean, that's it. It was what I was thinking when I got it. I was like, when have you ever heard of a spicy fried rice? Like, it's not something you really like think of or see.
Not
ever.
at all. Not at all.
So,
I don't like. So on Google Maps, it gives you an option to like menu. No. Yeah. That's just another photos section. There's no menu anywhere. You can't click something. You can't see prices. Nothing.
Yep.
It's fucking stupid.
The problem is like, what's your alternative? The one alternative is Yelp.
Yeah.
Which fucking sucks.
Yeah, but I'm going to use it.
Yeah, but like, I guess are you a Yelp hater?
No.
I'm not a Yelp hater.
No, I'm not either. I don't mind Yelp.
I don't think it's great by any means, but I don't think it's bad. My parents, for some reason, hate Yelp.
I don't understand.
I don't know
why.
I've never
encountered I've never had a bad experience on Yelp ever.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's great by any means. Like I'm not like, man, Yelp is the greatest app ever, but I'm not like.
But like of those types of things, I would say it's probably the best.
Exactly.
So,
what are your other options, basically?
Oof, they do not. Oh, Jesus Christ! Like,
I'm looking at Joy Teriyaki right now, and I'm not even seeing like spicy.
Oh, really?
Fried rice.
Really? It's just like a thing they fucking do on DoorDash.
Yeah. Maybe it's always on this secret menu because this is the standard teriyaki menu of it's just like, here's your fried rice options, here's your Chinese wok, here's your teriyaki in Chinese, here's your noodles, like. So it doesn't give any like descriptions or anything. It's just like, this is it.
Okay, hear me out. Mandolin does have a house fried rice, which is beef, chicken, and shrimp. But maybe you just order that minus shrimp.
Still not spicy, bro.
But maybe you say, hey.
No, this same thing with Joy. You can add.
Can you make that spicy dope?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, maybe you can, when you DoorDash it next, you can like special instructions.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I actually also don't think Mandolin is on DoorDash. I think you have to call and pick it up, which is obnoxious.
Fuck off.
But it's very good. Very good. Should we go over this beer?
Yeah.
All right.
Bitter batter.
Yep. It's tasty.
you want me to write tasty for a look?
Yeah. Be remiss if you did not.
The one time I write notes.
Attaboy. All right. How else does it look? Hello?
Dead air. Mango milkshake. Not the taste.
Nope.
Or the texture.
That is the look.
The look.
Definitely not the taste.
Because how do you describe this? The color, right? It's like a yellow orange. It's just like this is the mango color. You know?
Absolutely. That is mango.
Just mango.
Yeah. Nothing else. Smell. What sniffs we got?
Mango. Hop
Yep.
forward. I didn't have to smell for that. I know that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, I did smell it in the beginning, and that's kind of that was my two thoughts.
I would not say hop forward. I would say mango forward, but you get some hop sniffs as well.
Okay,
Taste wise, I agree with you.
sure.
So moving on.
I don't know. Okay, I won't disagree, but do you smell pine?
No.
Because I don't at all.
No.
It's just mango and hops.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's why I'm like so quick to move on because I'm like, yeah, no, I'm telling you, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. Maybe I'm surprised. I guess
I wonder if you smink it, do you get rid of the pine? You know.
this is science. This is fucking science,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen.
Weirdly enough,
Like,
here I got a weird thing.
okay.
I tasted less pine, but I smelled more pine during my smink. Like the pine was more aromatic, and maybe it's just my brain fucking with me. But it was like I wasn't tasting the pine. I don't know how to. I don't know.
No, you're just wrong.
Sure. Hey, the senses are close together,
I'll tell you. Fair.
so there's some gray area.
I'll tell you, it does reduce the pine taste, though.
Sure. Maybe that's what I'm feeling.
I think, yeah, and I think it's still there. It's definitely like you get it, but it's severely reduced.
Is it a better beer during the smink or just tasting it?
Further
That's the hard
testing
questions.
required. Okay.
It's a better just tasting it for me, which is odd. But not a lot of beers are that way.
Yeah, I think it dulls some nuances if you smink it. It's just all mango.
I'm gonna throw a new category in for us as well that we'll get to. But
Okay.
we do this from time to time.
Yeah. Let's see. Hop forward. Taste. Mango. Smidge. Pine. Anything else taste wise? I feel like there's something else going on, but
There's a tartness that I don't associate with mango. I don't know that I would call it like lemon. I think maybe that's why they just call
Maybe.
it citrus.
yeah.
But there's a slight tartness to it.
Mm-hmm. No, I 100% get that. Interesting. Good call. Feel.
Medium body.
Yep.
I think they describe it as dry, and that's probably true. It's not very crisp, but it's not sticky either.
Yeah, I don't.
It dissipates
Yeah,
fairly
but
quickly.
Yeah, I don't know if dry is the right word for it though. Personally, I see what you mean because I just feel like it's somewhere in the middle of all of that.
Yeah. Balanced feel. An electric feel.
Get busy. I'm writing balanced feel.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
All right. Thoughts? Any thoughts? Or you just have more of your last category here?
My thoughts of this beer are spicy food pairs well with this. Like a nice, like these spicy nuggets. A good curry would be great with this. An Indian curry, not a Thai curry. Fuck off. And I would also say would enjoy this beer in a hammock, like in like a beach on a lake that's nearby, that's like, partially shaded with a cool breeze. Like I don't want to be in the sun drinking this, but I want to be like
warm weather, cool breeze.
Cool breeze in the shade, like there's a palm tree, hammock kind of action. I want to be comfy, chilling out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't want to be in a camping chair. I want to be like kind of lounging.
I definitely want to be lounging. Camping is like you're kind of roughing a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want to be roughing. I want to be lounging.
All right, moving on to your last added section here.
So I added critiques.
You did.
Because oftentimes our ratings, we talk about our critiques, but I was like, why don't we just do that up front? Like, why don't we just like talk about
like the downsides
or constructive criticisms or whatever it may be.
Yeah. The downsides or changes that we would like.
Yeah.
The improvements we would like to see.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be honest, you've thrown me off at this. I think I need to rate it and then put critiques down in critiques section. I don't know that I could do that first. I'll think about it. Hold on. I will do it first because I feel like that's a better way of
deducing down to the rating.
Yes.
Yeah. For me, it's a little one-dimensional.
Yeah.
And that's a very like you could take that as a critique and you could take that as a plus side because if you really like that dimension, then it's great.
Right.
But drinking like the second one, I'm not like super stoked on drinking it. It's a very good like solo beer. Yeah. But I think after I'm like the second beer, I'm like, I could switch it up now.
Hear me out. If I was in a hammock in warm weather, cool breeze, I think I would be fine with the second.
You could drink like 3 or 4 of these.
Yes.
Throw them down.
Yes.
But like in this scenario where we're podcasting, breaking the beer down.
If we're just chilling, hanging out, like playing games or something, I would have to be distracted to drink more than 2.
Yeah. Like I kind of just want to move to something a little more crisp at this point.
Yes. And so that's what I was about to say is my critique is that I wish it was like a little less sweet and a little more crisp.
Yeah. I don't know if I would say a little less sweet. What I
like the flavor.
The term I would use personally would be sugary. A little less sugary.
Yes. That's fair.
Yeah. And I think that's partially why the spicy food pairs so well with this, because it kind of it's a good contrast to the sugariness of this beer. And then this brings like, because it's a little thicker, like it has that medium body, it kind of like lessens the spice. Well, something really spicy.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's got a couple different contrasting profiles going on, right? Where it's like hoppy bitterness, but then you got like sweet mango and with like just a very medium body, where I feel like normally it would either be light and hoppy with a little bit of mango or like super thick and mangoey with a little bit of hoppiness, right?
Yep.
And I feel like this is somewhere in the middle of that. And so I think the spicy food kind of pushes it in a direction, so it gives you like it gives you direction.
Yep.
You know? So
sure.
All right. So rating.
I'm ready.
I'm not. Okay, I got mine.
3, 2, 1. 3.7.
Fuck me. Jesus Christ, dog.
This is competition?
Apparently. I mean, I don't know what that means, but okay.
You're the low one, so
Yeah. No, and trust me, I don't feel
argue
wavered.
first.
I feel like often I feel not
Swayed.
often, yeah, but I feel swayed sometimes.
Yeah. So tell me what your
So
is it a 3 fine or 3 good?
it's a 3 good. It's in the
Okay.
B. It's in the B category.
Sure.
So
So we're both giving it a B.
yes,
You're like a B minus. I'm a solid B.
you're B plus, dog.
What's a B plus?
You're in the 3.75 to 4 range at this point. You know what I mean?
But what's a B plus?
I would say a B is like a 3.4 to a 3.6, and you're above that, so you're in B plus range. An actual fucking I don't fucking know.
I want to know what the actual
Out of 100, it depends on the grading scale, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's got to be out of the 100 one.
So
It'd be
what?
3.5 is what they say.
Oh, high. Okay. So I guess I would be no, because they don't.
I don't agree with that.
What the fuck? What am I reading?
I don't agree with that at all.
Okay, here we go.
There we go.
B plus.
No. That's the fucky grading scale. You got to go to the right.
Oh yeah.
Where it's...
No. Well, I'm just.
Like it takes a 93. That was my high school.
Because we're at a 5.
That was my high school.
So 3 points. Yeah.
It took a 93% to get an A. It was nuts.
Okay.
Sorry, scarred. Not really. I didn't give a fuck about my grades. But anyways,
Chill out.
fair enough.
3.7. So how I would do it is 3 to 3.2, B minus. 3.2 to 3.8, B.
The fuck?
On our scale.
I don't agree with you
Because
at all.
3 to 4 is a B. I'm just saying, like the point, like the first 0.2 is a B minus. The last 0.2 is a B plus. The middle 0.6 is just a B.
See, that's insane to me. Like, why wouldn't you
Why?
divvy it up more equally?
Because I'm not for equality.
Why don't you just... Yes, you are. Look at
Not
the
for
scale you
equality.
fucking created.
Not-
It's all divvied up by 0.5s.
Yeah, but
It's
we're
like
talking.
perfect.
But there's 3 categories.
What are you on
Right?
about? No.
Like talking about B plus, B
yeah,
minus.
there's something
3.
called a 33%.
No,
repeating.
I'm just making it an even 0.2.
No.
So I'm giving. Anyways, talk about your 3.
My 3, it's a B. Okay, don't get me wrong. Never once did I think it was a C. It's up there in the B category, at the bottom, but it's solid. Concept is there. I think it's pretty well executed. They still have, I think, some more major things to change, like things that would make a bigger difference to change than like a B, like you're like in the great category.
Mm-hmm.
In the great is like flavors are good, like everything's great.
Sure.
There's just some flavors that don't quite hit right. And personally, I feel like the fact that the sugary level is higher and the crispness level is lower, I think that is a big enough difference to me to kind of put that in the lower B category. I'm not like, oh, it's just not crisp enough.
So,
I'm like,
but here-
no. You got to turn this up and turn this down, and it's a big, and it would change the beer completely.
But for no one, but for the people who haven't watched us over the years,
yeah,
you value, you're biased towards whether a beer is crisp or not.
Yeah,
It's a big factor for you.
that's fair.
I'm not saying it's wrong or right. I'm just saying it's a big factor.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point to make.
And I'm with you, but I'm not as much on that. Like to me, sweetness is a big deal. Like, and it's probably like a big thing for me is it not being syrupy. Like I'm like really adverse to that feel.
Right.
Whereas like you're probably you'd probably agree, but it's not like as big of a deal.
Like I can drink a syrupy beer and be like, yeah, I don't love this, but like I'll drink it. It's fine. And when you're like,
this is bad.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where it is for me. Like I get what I think we both agree on the bad points. Like our critiques are pretty. We share the same critiques.
Some are just a little bit more of a big deal to me than you, and vice versa. So
yeah, I would just say like if I was to judge this beer on its own, one beer, to me it's an upper B.
That's fair. And I mean, we're both in the B category, right? So I think, yeah, either way, we're agreeing that like it's a pretty dang good beer. Definitely happy with it, and the concept is there. They did a great job. I would get it again. I mean, I would buy it.
Yeah, I would say for me, and this is I can't kind of keep bringing it back to this point. I would be hesitant to get a 6-pack for me.
I think it depends, right? Like, what's your week look like, right? Like, are we going to the cabin in the middle of the summer to like chill by the lake? I would not. If I saw this at the gas station on the way up, I'd be like, good call.
Well, I'm just saying that's what I mean. Like for me specifically, a 6-pack,
okay.
A normal week.
I get it.
Probably not.
I get it.
For us, it's a little different because you and I both like beer. We know people that like beer, hang out with said people quite often. So it's like pretty easy for like me to give beer away.
6-packs can be crushed. There's no beer like
a second.
Yeah, absolutely. Beer doesn't really sit around very often, unless it is just absolute shit.
So if I was like, man, like a hazy beer sounds pretty good right now. Yeah, I'd pick this up. Right. But I'd be outside of that, I'd be pretty hesitant to pick it up. I wouldn't be like.
That's really funny.
Like Leota May, I'm like, I'm gonna drink all 6 of those.
Yeah, I get it.
Tomorrow.
It just depends on it just depends on the situation and the mood for it all, for sure, right? Like we were just saying, like, if I was chilling in a hammock on a warm day with a breeze, like I could easily probably drink 2 or 3 of these just fine.
At least.
Right. At least.
Right now I could see a cooler sitting next to me in a hammock with a book. And just
right now, chilling in a room, fucking doing a podcast.
4 hours later, you see me stumble out of said hammock.
Choose the limit.
You couldn't drink a full 6-pack of it, a cooler next to you.
No. Talking about the podcast. I was commenting on mine.
Oh yeah,
sure. I was sure. Podcast, your room, chilling here like this. Choose the limit.
I was already on.
You were there.
I was on a beach.
You were there.
I was on a beach or a lake. I don't know where I was, but I was like in the hammock, the book.
I'm already 5 deep.
This is good. This is good. I pictured me stumbling out of that, being like, man, I feel good.
It's been a good day.
Look at my watch and it's 2 p.m. It's a good day.
It's a fucking good day. Oh, fuck, man.
There's something about being outside and just like chilling, like no care in the world, no activities to do. And you just crush beers. And then by the time it's like 2 or 3, you're like, I got a little fucked up. That came out of nowhere.
Yo, I got a little fucked up.
Like you open...
Not mad though.
You open your 5th beer and you're like 2 drinks in. You're like...
I think I have to pee, but I can't really tell because I can't feel a whole lot.
Well, then you do pee and you feel like the alcohol leaving your system, but you know it's not making you any more sober. It just feels like it is. And then you stop peeing. You're like, nope, not any more sober.
I feel lighter, but I'm still pretty drunk.
Yeah.
100%. Speaking of...
That's where this beer succeeds.
100%. Speaking of just chilling outside, they started finally 6 fucking months later. They started to redo my deck today.
Wow.
I know.
That's impressive.
It took about 4 weeks of persistent calling. So, love that for us.
But here you are.
Here we are. Part 1's today. They will probably be wrapping it up tomorrow. And on Saturday, it'll be good to go.
Congratulations.
Thank you so very much.
Just in time for you to sit in all the smoke.
Lovely.
All right. Well, this has been another episode of the podcast. Stay tuned on the YouTube channels if you haven't checked that out, or if you are there, I guess, because you're staying tuned. For plays and pints, if you're interested in such a thing. And yeah.
What do we do on plays, Levi?
I don't know.
What do we do on pints, Levi?
On pints, we drink a beer at a brewery and give our immediate thoughts on said beer and release it on Sundays at 10 a.m. so you can potentially go to said brewery if you're in the Tacoma area, because we try to do local beers. And, you know, it's basically just our recommendation.
Probably one of my favorite visions for what we do, right? I think
the Pints series is the best series.
Yeah, like the fact that, again, like just the fact that, like, hey, here's a beer we're releasing on a Sunday. Like, the intention is, like, you can, if you're in the Tacoma area, you have time to now just go grab that today. I love that. Like, just go chill at a brewery.
If you're in the Tacoma area and you're at all in the beer scene and listen to this podcast, please share that series, because I think it's actually the most beneficial content for, like,
100%
sharing and, like, just getting the word out.
They're quick. They're not like, if you fucking made it this long in the podcast, they're quick. They're like 5-7 minutes. They're real quick.
It's nothing to do about us, and it has everything to do with showing off beers at local breweries.
100%.
Like, the podcast is you and me.
Right.
We're fucking eating spicy McDonald's nuggets on the podcast.
Do what the fuck we want.
Pints is all about the beers at the local breweries, supporting the breweries.
Yeah.
So, like, to me, it's like, has nothing to do with sharing us, has everything to do with supporting our local breweries, which I think is important, because they make our beer.
Absolutely. Even if we don't love the beer we're drinking that day, like, again, we're still out there to support the brewery. So.
Yep. Well, see you next time.